guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're okay today and having a lovely day. So today's video is about waking up at 4 a.m. Anybody who is entering into a spiritual awakening will suddenly find that they start waking up between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So what is the reason for this, guys? Well, the reason is Spirit's energy is really vast at them hours. So that is the time where a lot of people sleep and Spirit is able to leave the body, etc. And that is the time where we have what's called the veils of separation, and the veils become very thin. So the Spirit actually feels itself then as oneness, and it is able to connect. Now, a lot of people, you will find, will meditate at the hour of 4 a.m. and you see a lot of people doing a lot of prayers and getting up at them times of the hours. So the reason they're getting up at them times is because they know that they are more connected to Christ within them hours, because the veils are very thin and you are able to connect with your higher self a lot more easier than you are through the day. Because through the day your mind is full of, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to go shopping, I need to go to work, I need to get up, I need to look after kids, I need to whatever it is that you're doing. You are not gone into a complete state of relaxation, and you have not allowed your mind to fully shut down for the day. So that's why you tend to fall asleep and you might have a couple of hours sleep and then you are awake. Now, what you also find is within an awakening, and again I will do another video on this, is that you don't need as much sleep as you used to anyway. So you find that people, like babies, need a lot of sleep, middle-aged need quite a bit of sleep but not as much, and then as you get older you don't need half as much sleep. And for me, is this the reason? Because the spiritual energy is connected quite high at this time. And for me, as soon as my awakening started, I was waking up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to write songs, and that has gone on for the last 3 years. So I am always awake at ridiculous hours throughout the night, and the reason for that is because that is when the spiritual energy is at its highest and it can fully connect with you. And that is also where you receive a lot of your guidance, a lot of your you feel a lot of unconditional love around that time. And it is a time where you can get creative. You know, you can come up with creative ideas at that time, and it can show you the paths of what you should be going on, which is really, you know, an open spiritual hour for you to be able to connect with your higher self, guides, spirits, energies, soul, etc. Because, like I say, it is all one, but the veils cause it to feel like it's not one, that it's some sort of separated, but it's not. It is just one. And like I say, you being woke up at that time for you to be able to take that energy and to be able to use it in a creative way. And you may find that you have like light dreams, your dreams are not as heavy, and you can start remembering your dreams a lot more. Now, a lot of people that I speak to, they do like dream charts or dream books, which are really good, you know, because they can actually give you insights. So it might be that your guides are trying to give you information, and around that time, if you suddenly start putting pen to paper, you'll come up with the inspiration. And if you watch a lot of people who do manifesting and things like that, they manifest around that time because they know that that's the time where their energies are all open and everything is open in the universe. So it is a good time to practice spiritual energy, and it's a good time, you know, you find like a lot of songwriters, book writers, and people who are very talented will just suddenly wake up and write a song, or they'll suddenly wake up and want to start writing a book. And that's because they've got in tune with that energy, and it usually happens anywhere between the hours of 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. And that's what it's been for me. I don't know if it's different for you guys, but for me, it's always between them hours. I always know that it's not going to be past 4 o'clock, but it sometimes can be a little bit earlier, depending on the energies and the way that you get woken up. So when you wake up, you don't feel like shuddered awake. You just feel like you are being gently woken up as well. So you don't feel like, you know, you've come out of a big dream and you're all panicking. You just feel like you're drifting, and it's really quite like surreal, the energy that you feel at that hour, because it's a nice energy, and you're trying to get into what it is that the energy is wanting to connect with you. You're wanting to feel what it is, that energy, and what do I need to know from this energy. So I just go with the flow. I just go with the flow when it wakes me up. You know, I can do a little bit of meditating, or I just relax, just lay down in peace, and, you know, let the energies just flow. And it's just a really, really nice experience to know that your guides and everything is with you at that hour, and you can actually feel it, and you feel the connection towards your own spiritual being. And like I said, once you're in a spiritual awakening, it happens all the time. It is non-stop, where you do not get a full night's sleep. Like I say, I hadn't had a full night's sleep for about 3 years. It's been absolutely normal, but I do get plenty of sleep. So I might go to sleep 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock for a couple of hours, then awake, then another 2 hours, and I'll do that throughout the night, so that I'm not tired the next day. I've got plenty of energy. It doesn't cause a mass tiredness, but you just get into used to that is what your spirit's energy needs, to have that amount of sleep. And like I say, I will do another video on, once you've connected to your spirit being, how you'll change as a person from what you used to be to what I am now. But it is perfectly normal to me. It's normal for that to happen. And it is an energy, it's an energy that's pure unconditional love, and it's there to guide us. But you can feel the love, and you can feel the fact that it's allowed to connect, and you feel the veils that are very thin at that hour. So it's almost as if you can see through the veils of illusion and stuff like that. So you are able to really connect with your own being. And it's a lovely experience. It's really lovely. And for people to listen to meditation music at that hour, for people to a lot of time you just do not get out of bed. It's not a case of you've got to do anything. It's a case of you've just got to be and just enjoy, just relaxing. And like I say, if you want to put some little meditation music on, or some spa music, just something that helps you flow with that energy and be able to take on board any creative energy that it's wanting to share with you, because we are creators, and our higher self is always wanting to create with us. And at that hour it's thinner, so we can usually feel the energy, and we can usually get the messages that we need to be getting, so that we can be able to be the best version of ourselves, which is what the spiritual awakening is about. So it's a good energy. It is annoying when it first starts, because you think, I don't know how I'm going to get on with my day. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I haven't slept. And we all know how frustrating it can be when you go to bed and you try to get to sleep and you can't sleep, or it's too hot or whatever. But then with this, you actually do get to sleep. You get to sleep quite quickly. I use a lot of like neon sprays, a lot of you know, I just love like rituals, sprays around my room, and I love neon on my pillow to help me sleep. So I put all the gorgeous sprays around me, and I put my head down and go immediately to sleep. But then after 2 to 3 hours, I'm awake, and I'm wide awake, like I've not even been to sleep. And like I said, that is the connection of the spirit energy, and it is a beautiful energy that connects. So it's about trying to get the guidance from the energy. So why do we wake up at 4 a.m? It's so that we can receive this guidance, so that we can receive our soul energy, spirit energy, and so that we can feel being as one. So with that said, that is, like I said, the lovely energy. And so please do like, please do subscribe, please do leave comments of what has happened to you at 4 a.m. You know, what happens to you at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, What sort of sleep patterns are you guys having? You know, because a lot of us are going through spiritual awakenings right now. So anybody that's going through it, I will say that this 4 a.m. wakening up is just normal. It's absolutely normal. It happens in all spiritual awakenings. And we just learn to live with it, get used to it, and adapt our own being to fit in with it. So with that said, have a lovely day, guys, and I'll catch you in another video. Take care for now.